What other question do you have?
I don't know. I mean, you gave me so much. I'm ready to go and do some work.
Good. That's what I want to hear. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to No Excuses with Chris G. Super exciting. I've got Chef Farrell with us today. How are you? Thanks so much for being on.
I'm great, Chris. How are you? Thanks for having me today.
Of course. And for those of you that may be watching for the first time, this is where subscription business owners will jump on. They'll ask me questions. I'll try to help them with their business. If while you're listening, you have any questions, feel free to throw them into the comments and I can pop them up on the screen. But please tell us a little bit more about Marshmallow Box, how you got started. Let the audience learn more about what you're doing.
Sure. So Marshmallow the Month Club is a subscription box where every month the subscribers get a different flavored marshmallow that's paired with fresh baked graham crackers, and there's chocolates in there too if you want to make like a s'more. But then they also get their choice of coffee, tea, or cocoa. So this is sent to them once a month with those different pairings.
And what's the monthly charge?
$25 if it's a month to month.
That's great. And I know you launched end of 19.
Correct.
And you've had some good early success and you're running on profitability. So these are really good things.
Yes, it is.
And we want to learn today how to get this to the next level. So, start firing off questions. I'm happy to help and answer as much as I can.
For sure. I mean, I've watched you for several months now, and all the information that you give out, I really appreciate that you have this opportunity for people. So there's a lot of information on how to get started, but now I'm trying to scale. So I just feel like it's a limited information on how to scale the business. So you talk a lot about the different analytics that we should be looking at, and that's where I really need to focus next, is understanding those KPIs and what do I need to look at to project for the next level. Because like I said, I'm profitable, but I don't want to go into debt to move to the next level. So I'm just, what can I look at that says, okay, now you can bring on another person or three, different staff members.
Yeah, one thing that's important is no one ever built a really big business without a really good team and hiring people. And sometimes you do have to invest in them, and then it's going to pay dividends. But one important thing, and you should have enough data on this, have you established what the LTV is of the customer, how long they're staying on for on average?
So I missed that one thing. So how long they're staying on? So they're 116 days. Yeah. So I average them for 116 days. So what is that, like 3
how many
months
renewals?
Or whatever? The renewals are
like 4 or 5. It sounds like then.
Oh, how often do they renew?
No, how many would renew? So if they're staying on average for 115 days, they've probably renewed maybe 4 times or 5 times.
Yeah, okay. On average, they're renewing about that often.
And right now, you're getting all of your members strictly from the marketplace?
Strictly from CreateJoy Marketplace.
No paid media, no advertising.
Zero advertising, zero media. A lot of influencers, just leveraging that opportunity with CreateJoy, and just, like I said, influencers that have reviewed the box.
And why do you think people leave after 5 months or 4 months?
I'm starting to think it may be, well, I don't repeat any flavors. So I've only repeated flavors one time. So I did have a shipping issue. So I think that was, I grew a little bit quicker than I was able to, ship out. So there were some people leaving because it wasn't coming fast enough. And then having too many sweets, because there's like highs and lows of when you're going to eat sweets, right?
Yeah.
So I thought there was going to be a lot of drop-offs in January. So like January of 2020, I guess people were going to the gym, so people dropped off then. But this January, people didn't drop off. So I actually gained subscribers. But I think that's the ebb and flow of it is, are people working out and they want less sweets, or and then, like I said, there was a shipping issue back in, I think it was like September of last year. Mm-hmm.
So we don't get to ask them why they're canceling. You haven't done that yet.
I haven't. I do get that data that says, and I'm not trying to boast, but often it'll say like, the box is great, I'm just taking a break. So I've gotten a couple people that have said that they would like it bi-monthly. So I was able to go in and make it bi-monthly on for them. So I don't know if I need like a quarterly option. So it's just like, quarterly treat or a bi-monthly treat. So
yeah, I think what's important is what your audience is telling you. If, you just want to have those options. If they're telling you that they need a break, we want to make sure they have a pause option, like skip next month.
Yeah.
Or again, switching them to bi-monthly so they don't churn. But back to your question on the data points is, I want you to really understand how long they're staying on for and how much you're making on a customer, because you made a statement that said you don't want to go in debt to invest.
Correct.
That being said, if I knew that I was making, my LTV, let's say it's 5 months, so you're at $125. I don't know what your margin is. Are we at like a 40 to 50% margin? Are we less than that? Where are we at right now?
I'm at 33%. So I have a box inside of a box, but if I get rid of the internal box, I'll be at 40%.
Okay. So then we're looking at making like $40 to $50 every customer. So we don't want to spend more than like 25 to get them. So one thing you have to consider is if you're making $50 on them and you can spend 20, anywhere from 15 to 20 to get them through paid ads or paid media or an influencer, then we want to do it. And then we want to invest in it because historically the data is telling us that we're going to make this money on them. Right. So you might say, wow, I don't want to pay this influencer $1,000 today because I don't want to go in debt. But if I told you spend $1,000 and in 6 months you're going to make $3,000 on it, you do it.
Or
you'd spend $100,000 and make $300,000. And of course, the unit economics don't always work that way. And there's plateau points or inflection points where CACs can go through the roof. But one thing we need to think about for your business is there like what's the shelf life of the marshmallows?
So the unopened, the shelf life is 14 days where the flavor is going to stay the same. So,
got it.
But once you open it, if you don't seal it, then that's it's just a couple of days, but you can reseal it. And I would say like 7 days, but you can get 2 weeks on the marshmallow.
And so if you have like 1,000 orders, you have to make them all fast and ship them fast. You can't go in stages.
No. Well, I do go in stages right now, so that's why I know.
Are they on anniversary renewal? Do they renew? Do they renew on the day they sign up?
No. Yes. Well, because you said anniversary, that threw me off. But yes, they renew on the day that they signed up.
Okay.
So
then we could, because we can space out the baking of it. What's your biggest what's the thing holding you back the most from scaling?
Let's see. Just overhead. So, just a little backstory. I did have my own bakery, but it was undercapitalized and, I had to shut the doors really quickly because I didn't invest in the marketing. So I know that I have to invest in the marketing, right? But the overhead is what makes me so nervous. So in Ohio, I'm a licensed home baker. And so for me to scale means to go to a commercial kitchen. So now, the money that I'm putting in my pocket, now I have to go and pay to have a commercial space. So I think that's the biggest thing is just making sure that I stay profitable. And it's 100% my income as well right now. So, I just don't want to get to a point where I'm paying everybody and not myself at all.
Yeah. And you're right now you're operating out of your home kitchen?
Correct.
And when do you have to go to a commercial kitchen and how many subscribers?
I'm thinking after 400. So that 400, 500, I'll need to go to a commercial kitchen. And the other option is to do a co-packer as well. So it's all paying somebody else in order to scale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you rent out the kitchen? Do they do that where you rent out?
Yeah. So that's what the commercial kitchen is. You rent out the space and I can have the staff come there. We can just, make the marshmallows and cookies first day and then pack it second day.
How many staff members do you have now?
I have one additional baker.
That helps you bake.
Yes.
So if you build out a financial model, that's another thing, can you get to 400 organically or how long will it take until you're there?
I think I can get to 400 organically by December organically. If I pay for ads, I think I can get there quicker because the influencers and the reviews that I have right now, I mean, the conversion is more than I expected it to be. So, I mean, the things you're telling me that are holding you back are things that we can solve for. To me, that'd be exciting to me. Yeah.
We can spend ads, we can do influencer marketing and it's going to work. And our biggest struggle is we need to worry about going to a commercial kitchen and there's a little bit more overhead, but we're going to have these new subscribers that are going to be paying for this.
Yeah.
Right. If you get 100 new subscribers, it's 30% more revenue. That should cover all those expenses. But then what it allows you to do is then get to 600, then get to 700, then get to 800, then get to 900.
Right.
So if you build out a financial model knowing what your business will make at 300 subscribers, 400 subscribers, 500 subscribers, 600 subscribers, you can project out whether or not you make this investment. If you got that investment and you've got the LTV figured out, now you can even go raise some money if you wanted to. Look, here's my numbers. I have data.
Yeah.
maybe you bring in an equity partner that puts some money in so that you don't feel that pressure of like, oh, I got to make enough, because you're investing in the future of the business. This is your livelihood. We want to get you to 5,000 subscribers one day, right? Like there's no reason you can't get there. Yeah, but there's really no reason you can't get there. Right.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
that's what we should solve for. You need to look at like doing some test markets, doing some test marketing. Does that test marketing pay dividends? Because I'm going to make the LTV on them. How much am I paying to acquire a customer? If I pay an influencer $200, do I get 20 people?
Yeah.
Do I get one?
Okay.
And if you got 20, that means you paid $10 a customer. You want to do that all day long.
That makes sense.
You're not going to make your money on the first purchase. You're going to make your money on the renewals.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right on that. And I guess what was making me nervous when last week you were talking about that KPI of how many do you add, how many do you lose? What's your growth?
Net add.
Yep. Yeah, your net add. And it was fluctuating so much. Like, so the percent was 18% was over the last year. Well, since I started, the average has been 18%. So, cause like some months are just like 40% and then some months are 7%. So I was just nervous, like, what does it really look like? Can I scale if it's like some months are 4% and some 40 and some months are 7%?
You haven't done any paid media. Like you haven't done anything paid. It's like very hard to measure right now.
Okay.
We want to look at that number. It's like, what is it at the end of the month? What's the net ad? If it's going up, great. What's the net ad going to look like if I do some Facebook ads, some more influencer marketing? You want to, the only way you're going to scale with some paid ads, right? Okay. Or like you get lucky and something goes viral, or some like big influencer like loves it, gets their hands on it, and like blasts it out to everybody.
Right.
But like you want to build the business around like diversify, top of the funnel, diversify traffic. Some from Facebook, some from CrateJoy. Like, are you getting reviewed on mysubscriptionaddiction.com?
I did. I had 3 months, so they did my I had like this
pretty good.
Yeah. It was a good review.
You want to make sure they get it every single month. They're gonna always drive you traffic.
Well, they only had asked me for 3 months, so I didn't know if I could continue to just keep on sending it to the reviewer.
You pay them per customer they get?
That was through CrateJoy, so that affiliate payment is through CrateJoy. It doesn't come out of my.
As long as you're paying them per every subscriber, they'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll be worth it. Even if you pay them $10 or something.
Right.
It'll be very worth it. Good. What other question do you have?
I don't know. I mean, you gave me so much. I'm ready to go and do some work.
Good. That's what I want to hear. No, but we got a few more minutes here. What else is on the top of your mind? What are you worried about? Anything you're scared about? Anything you want? Anything.
No, I mean, so you talked, so is churn something that I need to worry about?
Of course. I mean,
okay.
We talked about this before we jumped on, like we got to get a site built. You also said to me, you were about managing the website. It's really not that much management, because you can build a front end website that's still running off the CrateJoy subscribers, right?
True.
True. So I would just do that. So there's a site that people go to, because right now you're paying a marketplace fee.
Right.
And you want to pay the marketplace fee.
No, I'm not. I'm not paying a marketplace fee, but I am paying that 11%. So
right. So you wouldn't be paying that. You would just be paying the subscription management fee. Should be less. It should be a processing fee and less than 11%. I'm not sure. I'm not on CrateJoy, but I'm not. I don't think you should be paying that much.
But it seems like, I mean, I would love for there to be a white paper that said, paying that 11% to CrateJoy versus trying to pay for ads and stuff. Like, does it balance itself out or not? But I just wonder, because when I look at what's automated in there, like all of my emails are automated, whether they subscribed or not. And there's just a lot of back end. But I won't say what I've looked at, but the other ones that I've looked at, it seems like you have to add so many different apps just to get to the same
EMS. You're right. That's why you're paying the 11%. So maybe, you wait until you're comfortable with it. But the biggest brands have their own website under those own like KPI, like those APIs are in there for email marketing, customer service.
Okay.
You don't want to get to that point. You're a little bit more restricted right now. But like churn's so important. That's why I said like it's very important that when somebody goes to cancel, we find out why they canceled.
Okay.
We take that data and we use it to make better decisions for the future. Also, are we surveying them every month to see like, did they like this month's box? Did they like the flavors? Did they like? It's another thing you want to do.
I think I have a good community on Instagram, so I'm constantly talking to them on Instagram and going over the different flavors and just seeing, which ones they did like and which ones they didn't like. So getting that data from there. So
you'll eventually want to go to surveys because you'll get some people that aren't on Instagram.
Yeah.
You also want a survey that, like, it's just as important to know the people that left your subscription as the ones that are still current.
Yeah.
You want to find out why people left, right? And so I think for you, it's again, we want to get it from 4.5 to 5.5 months to 6-7 months. Okay. Also, how can we upsell them through the process? Exclusive flavors, something new, something bigger. Like if there's someone that's really into marshmallows and we can come up with something really cool, like you could have easily done like an add-on Valentine's Day box, right? Where
so like, I will say I'm missing out on that by being on Cratejoy, that I can't upsell, because I have people who are just like, they're buying it for the kids, right? So this is meant for just one person, and so like there's a family pack that people are asking me for. So if I had that cake, so good point. If I had
I can imagine like heart flavored marshmallows or something, and then you do this one-time Valentine's Day marshmallow box for $29.99. 30% of your subscribers take it. Like all of a sudden, LTV just went up by $30 in every single one of them. It's a big deal.
Yeah. Because I noticed that with I did an anniversary box last August.
Good.
And so people, they kept their subscription, but then they also bought the anniversary box, and I just pushed the subscription to the next month. So.
Yeah, it's smart. You want to get more value out of the consumer. It's also building engagement with them. They're trying new things. They feel part of this community. It's a really good idea. So that's something I would be thinking about. You got a lot of holidays. Their holidays are like every quarter, right? There's something going on. We can do something on that.
And that's what I do. So the theme is based on a holiday for every month. I think June is like June was Father's Day. So August, and then August really doesn't have in August and September, but August is National S'more Day. So, and it falls right in with my anniversary, right? Yeah. So September is the only one that doesn't have. So I did like back to school for September. I love it. So I do try to revolve around different holidays
and themes. Yeah, very smart. Very smart. Good. Anything else on top of mind, or how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling really good. I'm excited about this. I just, if you can talk to me like I'm 7 years old, okay? Because when it comes to LTV, I still really don't get what that means. Because when I look, being on Cratejoy, it's showing me that I average $99 per subscriber. But is that LTV? Like, talk to me like I'm,
So imagine you look at everybody that signed up January of 2020, grab that group of people, and then pace out every month how many dropped off until there was 0 left. Okay. So now if they signed up on month 1, they paid $25, right? And then in month 2, let's say it's 100 people. So 100 people paid $25. The next month, 30% of them dropped off. That means 70 of them paid $25.
Okay.
And then the next month, another 20% dropped off. So 50 of them paid $25. You keep going until there was 0 left.
Of that group.
You take that number divided by 100. The total revenue divided by 100 is going to give you your LTV.
Okay, awesome.
Now, that's the simple way to think about it. Because you might find that like one month you did an extreme discount. You got 200 customers, but half of them churned after month 1, right? So that's why it's an average over like a period of time. And sometimes you get a lower quality consumer because they were looking for a deal and they churned fast and your LTV is less.
Yeah.
So you try to look at it over the course of the year. But for you to simple terms, like that's probably what Cratejoy is identifying is on average they're spending $99 before they leave. I mean, some people are spending $150, some people are spending $50, but you can take a small group from 1 month, from one time period, and just like graph that out, and then that'll add up your total revenue.
Okay, awesome.
And then you divide it by how many people was in that group.
And then divided by how many people in that group. That was
total revenue might have been $1,000.
Yeah.
Divided by 100, or it might have been 10,000 divided by 100 means you made $100 on every person on average.
Oh, okay, awesome.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Good,
yes, it does. That was great. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Of course. Well, I'm glad you were on. I hope this was super helpful. If you need anything post, please shoot me an email. Feel free to shoot me an email. And I'm glad that you tune in and learn a few nuggets here and there every time I jump on. So again, good luck with everything. Good luck with the site. I will have to try those. So I'll go on and check that out and see if I can get me a box. And if you need anything at all, please let me know. And for all of you watching, thanks so much for tuning in. you have any questions, throw comments below. I'll try to respond to them. If you want to be on the show, go to SUBTA.com/Chris G, and you can apply to be on the show. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later.
Bye, Chris. Thank you.